Hello, I'm Brianna Shemp, and this is going to be my audience joining me today. This is my persuasive speech on how global warming is real. We are at fault for global warming. Throughout the years, we have experienced mass panic that the world would come to an end because of catastrophic events. Since then, we've only seemed to get worse when it comes down to taking care of our Earth. I try my best to inform others on the effects of global warming and how we are responsible for the change that needs to happen. Global warming is often underlined by the natural effects of climate change. How do the things we love and need contribute to global warming? First, we need to understand what global warming is. Global warming is the result of human activity. Humans produce greenhouse gas emissions, which are from burning fossil fuels. We burn fossil fuels to provide transportation, heat, gas, and electricity. In 2022 alone, we produced 6,343.2 million metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent. Greenhouse gas emissions are measured in carbon dioxide. The Earth absorbs these gas emissions and then radiates it, which causes the heat to be trapped in the Earth's atmosphere. The U.S. is one of the world's top emitters of greenhouse gas emissions, and almost 1/4 of those greenhouse gas emissions comes from fossil fuels extracted on public lands. Using AI causes a significant increase in greenhouse gas emissions emitted. AI uses water to generate cooling, and we can go through roughly 5 million gallons of water every day to sustain this cooling process. AI can produce up to 626,000 pounds of carbon dioxide, which is then released into the Earth's atmosphere. Drilling for oil contributes a significant increase in global gas emissions. When drilling for oil, it's common to have oil spills. In 2020, 2,179 spills were reported from Colorado, New Mexico, and Wyoming. The damage done to the land after a spill can have devastating effects on our wildlife. If exposed, the plants and animals can die. Our plants and animals help balance the levels of greenhouse gas emissions that heat the Earth's atmosphere by absorbing it. Now we must look at why refusing to accept that global warming exists is harmful to the natural process of climate change, which can lead to more disregard for our Earth's ecosystems and atmosphere. What is climate change and how is it different from global warming? Climate change is a natural long-term shift in weather patterns, though it can also be caused by global warming, which is the result of the Earth's atmosphere warming due to human activity. Earth's climate has changed during its history, but the current warming of the Earth's climate has not been seen in the past 10,000 years. In the last 800,000 years, our Earth's climate has had 8 cycles of ice ages and warmer climate periods. The last ice age began 11,700 years ago, right before human civilization began. The warming that Earth is experiencing first occurred in the mid-1800s and has never been seen before in previous millennia. Examples of global warming and the drilling affecting animals. The current warming trends are irregular and not the result of climate change but global warming. Earth's temperature has risen by 0.11 Fahrenheit since 1850, which is a total of 2 Fahrenheit increase in the year 2024. 2024 was the warmest year since global records began in 1850 ever recorded. It was 2.32 Fahrenheit above the 20th century average of 57.0 Fahrenheit and 2.62 Fahrenheit above the pre-industrial average of 56.7 Fahrenheit, which was recorded between 1850 and 1900. The 10 warmest years ever recorded were all occurred in the past decade, so 2015 to 2024. It's been proven that global warming is being caused by human activity, so why aren't we doing anything to prevent it? Global warming isn't reversible, but we can slow the effects that harm our Earth. Switching to a renewable energy source can reduce gas emissions produced from your home. Replacing an oil or gas furnace with an electric one can reduce your carbon footprint by up to 900 kilograms of CO2 per year. Replacing oil, gas, or coal energy that energizes your home, switch to wind or solar powered energy sources. This can reduce your home's carbon footprint by 1.5 tons of CO2 per year. Reduce, reuse, and recycle electronics, clothes, and plastic that produce carbon emissions during production. In 2019, plastics generated 1.8 billion metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions. That makes up 3.4% of the global total, and less than 10% of that is recycled. Shop secondhand clothing, use clothes to their fullest potential, or make your own. Purchasing clothes from fast fashion is wasteful and adds to the amount of carbon emissions produced every year. It's also unethical to shop fast fashion because that's forced child labor in fast fashion companies. Limit your traveling using vehicles that produce large amounts of greenhouse gas emissions. Cars can produce up to 2 tons of CO2 every year. By reducing how often you use your car, that's less carbon emissions leaking to the Earth's atmosphere. Switching to electric-powered vehicles can save you up to 700 kilograms of carbon dioxide every year, and biking or walking is another alternative to reducing the amount of carbon emissions we produce by using gas-powered vehicles. By not taking initiative, we are forcing future generations to withstand the consequences of our ignorant actions. Global warming is real and is the direct result of human activity speeding up climate change. With these facts stated, do you believe global warming is real or not? Thank you for your time. This is my audience still here at the end of my speech.